Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. In the interest of your safety and enjoyment of today's events, please listen to the following message. According to New York State law, there is no smoking in the event center. For your safety, please note that fire exits are clearly marked by exit signs. Kindly take a moment to identify the location of the fire exit nearest you, keeping in mind that it may be behind you. In the event of an emergency, an alarm will sound and you should calmly and safely exit the building at that time. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. In the interest of your safety and enjoyment of today's events, please listen to the following message. According to New York State law, there is no smoking in the event center. For your safety, please note that fire exits are clearly marked by exit signs. Kindly take a moment to identify the location of the fire exit nearest you, keeping in mind that it may be behind you. In the event of an emergency, an alarm will sound and you should calmly and safely exit the building at that time. Thank you.
I'm Grand Marshal Barry Jones, and I would like to call to order the commencement of the Harpur College of Arts and Sciences of the State University of New York at Binghamton. Everyone, please rise as you are able. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. We welcome you to join vocalist Kelsey Watts in singing the national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Everyone, please be seated.
Coming in hot, Drew. Woohoo! Harpur! 2019, you did it! As president of Binghamton University, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the Harpur College of Arts and Sciences Commencement Ceremony. This is a special ceremony as we bring together our baccalaureate candidates, as well as their families and their friends. Congratulations to you all. Before we proceed with our ceremony, I would like to welcome members of the Binghamton University Council who are joining us here today. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Catherine Grant Madigan, Chair, Linda Beamer, Harry Bitker, and Maureen Wilson. Thank you for being here. I would also like to introduce the special guests who sit with us on the stage this afternoon. They will stand as I call their names. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Donald Neiman, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs. Lisa Abbott, Alumni Association President. Kevin Betcher, Professional Staff Senate. Elizabeth Chilton, Dean, Harpur College of Arts and Sciences. Sheila Doyle, Executive Director, Binghamton University Foundation. Barry Jones, Grand Marshal, Professor, Chair, Economics, and Chair of the Faculty Senate Executive Committee. Curtis Kendrick, Dean, University Libraries. Michael McGough, Senior Vice Provost and Chief Financial Officer. Gloria Meredith, Founding Dean, School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. Melanie Messenger, Student Speaker. Pamela Mission, Platform Party Marshal, Professor of Public Administration. Joanne Navarro, Vice President of Operations. Dr. Michael Needle, Binghamton University Foundation Board of Directors. Bhagat Samakia, Vice President for Research. The Honorable Lillian Wan, Alumni Award recipient. Please join me in applauding these special guests. Let me also recognize the esteemed faculty members who have joined us today, who have mentored and guided our graduates. Your efforts have been crucial to the intellectual growth and achievements we celebrate. Will all faculty on the stage and in the audience please rise as you're able? Please join me as we applaud their support of and dedication to the success of our students. Would also like to thank the Binghamton University Wind Symphony, our vocalist, and the Edward P. Maloney Memorial Pipe Band for their participation in today's celebration. Thank you. I also want to extend a special welcome to all the parents, family, and friends who are here today to share in the joy of watching a loved one reach a rare milestone. Your support and involvement have sustained our students, ensuring that the occasional challenges of writer's block or disappointing test result were never too difficult to overcome. As recipients of a university degree, you are acknowledged to have a level of experience that will allow you to advance or commence in your chosen profession and add quality to the life we lead as global citizens. This is a culmination of a long and challenging journey, a journey filled with the excitement of exploration and discovery, the guidance of faculty mentors, and the friendship of colleagues and peers. In today's society, we constantly hear that we are supposed to find our passion. Or perhaps you've heard it said, love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. How many of you have been told this and wonder how? How will I find my passion? Will it drop from the sky like a thunderbolt and suddenly I'll find my life's passion? What I've discovered, and I hope you have too, is that developing a passion involves hard work. You must deeply engage yourself in a subject, learning its inner workings. The pursuit of a passion is in many ways a hunt, where the clues and tracks are hard to follow, where patience in the field is rewarded and the trophy can be elusive. There must be investment of time, of intelligence, of questioning, and seeking answers in order to foster a passion. It is an exercise in professional and personal development that has a positive impact on those around you. A mindset that embraces growth and learning is one that brings passion to all endeavors. So I hope that Binghamton has given you the tools to find your passion. Please take what you've learned at Binghamton and continue your pursuit of knowledge, and let Binghamton inform all of your future years. Every one of our professional schools and colleges is recognized as being among the best in the nation in their discipline, while Harpur College provides a broad liberal arts education and professional training that ensures that its students are recognized as leaders in their field. We live in a world of great promise, of new technologies that can harness the sun's power, of medicines and treatments that can cure terrible diseases, and systems that can harness the power of big data to monitor and respond to cataclysmic weather conditions. At the same time, there are great challenges ahead. Perhaps most pressing, a world turning warmer with populations on the move, diseases spreading across continents, leaving political, cultural, and social turmoil in their wake. Challenges like these will require the work and imagination of people in a wide range of fields and disciplines working across international borders, people with skills and expertise, and most of all, a passion for solving challenging puzzles. People just like you. I look forward to learning of your many successes and hope that you remain steadfast members of the Binghamton University community. Congratulations to you all. It is now my pleasure to introduce Provost Donald Neiman.
Good afternoon. Is anybody out there? Good afternoon. All right. This is an exciting day, one you've prepared for years, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you to commencement and to be among the first to congratulate you, members of the Harpur class of 2019. Congratulations. You are truly a remarkable group of students. At the time you applied to Binghamton, you demonstrated that you had the academic ability to succeed at one of the top universities in the United States. And since you arrived on our campus, whether you came as a freshman or a transfer student, you've not only shown that you're very bright, you've demonstrated that you're hardworking, intellectually curious, and eager to make the most of what this great university has to offer. But you've also shown that you have a great sense of humor, like to have fun, and care about serving others. You embody the balance that makes Binghamton University such a great place to study and to work. It has been a pleasure to have you on our campus as our students. Congratulations, class of 2019, on your many accomplishments. Please stay in touch with us over the years and keep us informed of the many, many accomplishments that are yet to come for all of you. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce your Dean, Elizabeth Chilton, Dean of the Harpur College of Arts and Sciences.
Welcome to our soon-to-be alumni, family, and friends. It is my great honor to welcome you as Dean of Harpur College of Arts and Sciences. You are about to join thousands of alumni who over the past several decades have gone on in a vast variety of successful lives and careers. I know from personal experience, since I majored in anthropology, that some people will ask you, so what can you do with a liberal arts degree? And to that, I hope you will respond, anything I want. Yes. Harpur College began almost 70 years ago as a liberal arts college. The goal of the liberal arts curriculum is to help you stretch your intellectual horizons, help you expand your general knowledge, and develop tools to solve problems and express yourself. I hope that your time at Binghamton has made you feel that you've achieved all of these things and more. My brother once said that majoring in anthropology was one of the most optimistic things that one can do in life. And I don't think he meant that as a compliment. I hope as you graduate from Harpur College at Binghamton University that you each feel tremendously optimistic about your futures and feel well prepared for whatever challenges and opportunities that life has to offer. The motto of Harpur College from the very beginning has been from breadth to depth to perspective. And I'm sure your time at Binghamton has given you a new perspective on life, whether you're going on to an exciting job, to graduate school, to a professional school, or whether you're still trying to figure that out. I've been Dean of Harpur College for just 2 years, but I am continually impressed by our students, many of whom have completed multiple degrees and have engaged with a number of campus groups and off-campus activities. You've all worked hard and have formed lifelong friendships. I hope that, like many of our alumni, that you will stay connected with us and with each other as you move forward in your lives. Families, we thank you for sharing your loved ones with us over these past few years. It has been our honor and our pleasure to have them here with us as students. Congratulations and best wishes to all. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce our speaker and distinguished alumna, Judge Lillian Wan. Judge Wan graduated from Harpur College in 1997 with her bachelor's degree in English and rhetoric. She went on to earn her law degree from Albany Law School, where she served on the Albany Law Review. Judge Wan was appointed to the New York State Court of Claims by Andrew Cuomo on June 20th, 2018. Judge Wan is currently designated as an acting Supreme Court Justice in New York County Supreme Court Civil Division. Prior to that, Judge Wan was a family court judge in Bronx and Kings counties. Her professional appointments are numerous and include serving on the Encourage Judicial Service Committee, the New York State Advisory Committee on Judicial Ethics, and the Brooklyn Women's Bar Association, to name a few. Judge Wan has been an active participant in the National Association of Women Judges Color of Justice program and regularly participates in various Meet the Judges events in the community. We are very fortunate that Judge Wan has been engaged and committed to Harpur College and Binghamton University. She serves as a speaker for the annual winter session course, Current Issues in Legal Practice, and provides career advice to our students. It is my sincere honor and pleasure to welcome Judge Lillian Wan to the podium and present her with the Harpur College Distinguished Alumni Award. Congratulations. I'll put this right over here. Okay. Much shorter. Do you want a pedestal to stand up higher? Maybe. It's right here.
Good afternoon, and welcome class of 2019. Thank you, Dean Chilton, for that kind introduction. Thank you, President Stanger and Provost Neiman, for this great honor. A big thank you to all you parents out there. We know that it's because of you that we're all here today. I also wanted to give a shout out to all my family who is here with me today. My mom and dad, Peter and Patricia Wan, without whom I would not be here today. My mother-in-law and father-in-law, Linda and Michael Brodsky. My beautiful kids, Sophia and Nathan Wan Brodsky. And my husband and love of my life, Adam Brodsky, a boy from New Jersey who I met all the way in Oxford, England, when studying abroad my junior year, who I didn't even know if I liked after that first 9-mile run. What an absolute honor for me to be here today with all of you. Hard to believe that I graduated Binghamton 22 years ago. That's probably the exact age of many of the graduates here today. I'm not one of those people who always knew what I wanted to be when I grow up. In fact, at the time I graduated Binghamton in 1997, I still didn't know what I wanted to be when I grow up. When I came back from junior year studying abroad at Oxford, I sat down with Professor Alvas in his office and asked him, now what am I going to do with my life? I thought about doing Teach for America, even applied and did an interview for that, and I thought of becoming a social worker. I did an internship at Broome County Department of Social Services, and I got a glimpse into the child welfare universe as a college kid, shadowing social workers and supervising visits between children and their parents. I think when I shared with my mother that I might want to be a social worker, she was highly skeptical about my ability to do that job. She said to me, "You don't want to hear about people's problems all day." When you were a little kid, you cried when I read the story about the bear who delivered flowers to the wrong house. My mom was worried that I'd have a pretty difficult time dealing with real people's problems. I was an English and rhetoric major. I'm not sure that I even knew what the word rhetoric meant. Merriam-Webster defines it as the art of speaking or writing effectively. Our good friend Wikipedia tells us rhetoric is the art of persuasion. I knew that I could read and write pretty well. So I applied to a few law schools and some joint MSW and JD programs. At the time, Albany Law School gave me a nice diversity scholarship, so I decided to go there. I never thought I wanted to be a lawyer, but after a summer of working in an organization that represents children in foster care and family court, I knew why I went to law school: to do something meaningful, to have an impact on someone who needs my help. As a lawyer representing the New York City Child Welfare Agency for 9 years, appearing in front of judges every single day, I never once thought that I wanted to be a judge or could be a judge. I knew nothing about the process, about how people became judges. For all I knew, they just dropped from the sky. It was not until I took a job working closely with a judge and actually saw how a judge comes to a decision that I realized this is what I want to be when I grow up. I want to be a judge. I want to solve people's problems best I can. That judge I worked with was my mentor then, and she is my mentor now. She encouraged me every step of the way. She told me to put my judicial application in. She told me to get out and network with other lawyers and judges, to go to bar association events, and she believed that I could be a great judge. Whatever you choose to do, make sure that you seek out mentors. It makes all the difference. In New York, generally speaking, to be a judge, you need to be a practicing attorney for 10 years first. On Monday, January 3rd, 2011, when I was admitted to practice law for 10 years and 1 day, I walked my application over to the New York City Mayor's Advisory Committee on the Judiciary and hand-delivered my application to be a judge. I made it through a couple interviews with the committee that vets judicial applicants, but I was not successful the first time I applied. I was totally crushed, but an interesting thing happened. I followed the advice of my mentor judge, and a few days after I found out that I was not moving on in the process, I went out to a bar association event, and I saw the chair of the Mayor's Advisory Committee on the Judiciary at the cheese and crackers table, and I went up to him, stuck my hand out, reintroduced myself, and thanked him for the opportunity to interview before his committee. And he said to me, to my surprise, "Why don't you give me a call tomorrow?" It was the last thing I expected him to say to me, but I listened to him and called him the next day. As former Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court, John Marshall is quoted as saying, "To listen well is as powerful a means of communication and influence as to talk well." That conversation was almost 8 years ago, but I remember it clearly. He essentially told me that I had a strong application and that many people that I worked with over the years were passionate about my candidacy, but I had a terrible, terrible interview. And the person that everyone described was not the person who showed up at the interview. He encouraged me to reapply, which I did a few months later. And then a few months after that, the mayor of New York City appointed me to the bench at the age of 36. I was the first Asian American woman appointed to the New York City Family Court bench. So, thank you. So I tell you all of this to make the following point. If someone offers to help you, take them up on it. If someone important asks you to call them, call them. Make sure to follow up, and make sure you listen well. My job is a humbling one, and I often cannot believe that someone entrusts me with making decisions that profoundly affect people's lives. And I have the privilege of working alongside other judges, compassionate, hardworking people who care about the job they do and recognize the amazing responsibility that comes with wearing a robe. To borrow a line from one of my esteemed colleagues, law is the only game where the best players get to sit on the bench. I love what I do, and I love going to work every single day. I wish that for all of you today as you go on with the next step in your lives. And parents, I'm here to tell you, your kids are all going to be just fine. Even if they don't know what they're going to do next, they will figure it out. And this education that they received from this amazing school has given them the tools they need to go out and make an impact in this world. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2019.
Thank you, Judge Juan. Those were remarkable remarks. Thank you very much. It's now my pleasure to introduce Lisa Abbott, the President of the Alumni Association.
Let me join the long list of people congratulating you today, class of 2019. This is your time to shine, to celebrate and reflect on what the last 4 years of toil, laughter, and relationships have brought to your life and to your future. In the words of Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. So we have high expectations. Let me be the first to welcome you to your Alumni Association. Your entry into this auspicious fellowship is automatic and immediate. Best of all, it's free. This will be the best deal you hear about all day. You are joining the more than 137,000 Binghamton University graduates in more than 100 countries. Welcome to the club. Let me highlight some of the important benefits of membership in this exclusive club. The family you've built here on campus will grow exponentially if you take advantage of staying connected. You may worry about losing touch. Fear not. Our job is to create opportunities to keep you together. The fun does not end when you leave campus today, nor does the learning. We have chapters, affiliations all over the country and the world, and we host and sponsor countless events, from social gatherings to educational discussions to networking events. There's no telling whom you might meet if you step out of your comfort zone and participate. For many of us, the act of giving back to our communities is deeply fulfilling, and you will have the chance to lead and participate in the Alumni Global Day of Service every spring. You can help recruit students, plan events, and speak in the very classes which you are members now. Your Alumni Association is here for you, to help you with this transition and to guide you along life's journey. We invite you to update your contact information, follow the University and Alumni Association on all things social media that you know better than I. In the words of George Bernard Shaw, life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Imagine all you can do as graduates. Go forth, change the world, create the next version of yourself, a proud alumni of Binghamton University. Congratulations.
Please rise as Kelsey Watts and the University Wind Symphony perform the Harpur Alma Mater.
Oh, hail to Harpur, hail to thee. May honor crown thy heritage, and
You may be seated. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce Melanie Messinger, the 2019 Harpur College of Arts and Sciences Student Commencement Speaker. Graduating summa cum laude, Melanie Messinger will be leaving Binghamton with a Bachelor of Arts in English and a minor in education. She has assisted students from across the university as a tutor with the Writing Initiative, in addition to being a content writer for Odyssey Online. Melanie has also gained a wealth of experience as a sales intern for iHeartMedia Clear Change Outdoor, the advertising club of New York and Outer Stuff LLC during her time at Binghamton. Please welcome to the podium Melanie Messinger.
Good afternoon. I would like to take a moment to welcome all the incredible and inspiring people sitting before me. Distinguished guests, professors, family members, coaches, Sodexo employees, and of course, the Binghamton University graduates. I'm truly honored to be standing in front of you all today as your 2019 commencement speaker, representing what Binghamton University means to me and everyone in this room. We all came here a few years ago, not expecting to fall in love with a place where a UV index of 1 seems promising to get a tan. Yet, here we are, proud to represent the university that has shaped our lives. Recently, I developed a new obsession with puzzles, in which I decided to take advantage of the remaining time of my Amazon Prime student subscription and purchase a 2,000-piece puzzle. If you have ever tried to convince a group of girls to sit down, interact in person, and complete a puzzle together, you know that this is more impossible than finding a spot in MWAT. Ultimately, puzzles are not an easy task, but once a piece finally does fit together, the sense of accomplishment is unmatched. We all came here with a sort of puzzle in mind, but for many of us, the pieces have not come together the way we imagined they would. I came to Binghamton expecting to be the next Elle Woods, only to find that the world of law was not nearly as glamorous as Legally Blonde made it seem. Oftentimes, your puzzle pieces won't fit together, and you will have to abruptly dig through the other 1,998 pieces until you find the right one. This can be frustrating, time-consuming, and easy to give up on. Yet none of us did. And that is why we're all sitting here today, representing the premier public university of the Northeast. If my present self told high school senior me that I would be where I am today, I would have told her that she was crazy. But that's just it. Sometimes in life, you never expect the pieces to fit together the way that they do. All of us graduating today have found a home in Harpur College, pursuing one of the many majors that often receives the puzzling question of what will you do with this after college? Recently, I've come to realize that we don't need an exact answer. As a Harpur graduate, we can accomplish anything that we set our minds to. Everyone in this room is captivated by the desire to never stop learning. We do not let our puzzles come together by chance. Instead, we put our hearts and souls into every task and do not take no for an answer. If we are faced with a challenge, we approach it with the utmost confidence and passion, and approximately 2 espresso shots from Starbucks, or, weather depending, 1 cup of Jasmine's coffee because Hinman is just way too far. Not only have I met people who share my coffee adoration, but people who I know will one day change the world. As Steve Jobs once said, the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Take a moment and look at the people sitting around you. We are lucky to be surrounded by the brightest minds who do not see the craziness in changing the world, but rather embrace it and see it as a challenge that can be achieved. At a time when we see so much division in the world, I believe everyone can take a lesson in kindness and support from our tight-knit community at Binghamton University. As a stubborn teenager, I came here believing that asking for help was a sign of weakness, but I leave here knowing that it is actually the greatest sign of strength. I've experienced students who lean on each other and faculty who embrace every opportunity to offer assistance. This is the piece of my puzzle I'm the most proud of. The truth is, we have not completed or even come close to completing our puzzles. Rather, Binghamton has taught us that it is appropriate to not have our puzzles completed because, in fact, there is always so much more to learn. Now, it is our time to pick out our next pieces. Congrats, Binghamton University graduates. Your puzzle is one step closer to being complete. Now go out and dazzle the world with your integrity, your intelligence, and your passion for learning. And I cannot wait to watch you all change the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Melanie. At this time, we will recognize the accomplishments of our baccalaureate degree candidates. Dean Chilton, please come forward for the presentation of our baccalaureate degree candidates from the Harpur College of Arts and Sciences.
First, we will recognize students who have achieved Latin honors. We recognize 3 levels of achievement: cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude. The names of the candidates for these honors appear in the commencement program. Almost 600 Harpur College students are candidates for Latin honors, so we will not announce each by name, but we shall recognize students attending today by having them stand in place. Candidates graduating cum laude, please rise. You may be seated. Candidates graduating magna cum laude, please rise. You may be seated. Candidates graduating summa cum laude, please rise. You may be seated. My congratulations to all of you on your outstanding academic achievements. Latin honors are based on a student's cumulative grade point average. Students who have earned the distinction of departmental honors or distinguished independent work have achieved academic excellence and have been recognized by the faculty in their major department. Will all baccalaureate degree candidates please rise? President Stanger, as the Dean of Harpur College, I am pleased to present to you these candidates who have fulfilled all their baccalaureate degree requirements as prescribed by the faculty. Professor Sidney Dement, please join the President and me in greeting the degree candidates from the Department of German and Russian Studies. Student Marshal Melissa Bornico and School Marshal Celia Klin, please lead the candidates to the platform so that all may receive recognition for their academic achievement.
Melissa Ann Bornico. Charlotte M. Crinan. Colin M. Ryan. William Martin Ungewitter. Lesia Rasinia. Thank you, Professor. Would Professor Alexander Jablonski please join us to recognize the candidates in the individualized program? Lida Tatsi. Michaela Rose Dixon. Thank you, Professor. Would Professor Heather DeHaan please join us to recognize the candidates in global and international affairs? Burak Dilman. Yalan Ekcheven. Unal Mele Polat. Yusuf Khan Gushkos. Oktay Kurbanov. Bilgesu Tarman. Delara Ugulu. Mehdi Sertan Chinar. Sadat bin Vedat. Thank you, Professor. Would Professor Beth Birch please join us to recognize the candidates from Judaic Studies? Madison A. Jackson. Mark J. Generowitz. Corey Jacob Friedman. Jennifer C. Bernstein. Joshua Lawrence Barron. Austin Samuel Dobson. Tamir Shlomo Cohen. Carrie M. Gunter. Thank you, Professor. Would Professor Nancy Applebaum please join us to recognize the candidates from Latin American and Caribbean Studies? Fernando Vilabra. Manuela Orabe. Thank you, Professor. Would Professor Timothy Lowenstein please join us to recognize the candidates from the Department of Geological Science? Brian Daniel Raccanello. Caitlin Eileen Horace. Claire Elizabeth Atlas. Morgan A. Hill. Elise Monique Shaves. Elizabeth Rekalan Skaggs. William Anthony Page. William A. Quinones. Tessa Hauk. William D. Fraser. Chengyu Sun. Michael Keith Pachika. Thank you, Professor. Will Professor Jay Newberry join us from Geography to recognize your majors? Michael Morganti. Luis Manuel Montes Raimundi. Kyle J. Kovac. Christopher Andreotta. Dan Hong. John R. Galden. Jordan Everett Glass. Megan Marie Hassan. Ricky Starr. Michael Albert Cipolla. Victor Santana Jr. Jonathan Malikan. Andrew Ibrani. Joseph Meyer Ori Goldring. Jacob Daniel Misavic. Mateo Joseph Rice. Benjamin S. Levine. Daniel Sherris. Christopher M. McGee. Jason A. Abramson. James M. McLean. Hao Bin Lee. Victor O. Annie Jing. Patty Chen. Samantha Morley. Corbin Hargaden. Xin Yi Wang. Grace Zhou. Clara Sungju Han. Parker C. Balduff. Devant Rondon. John Cezanius. Geraldine Noimus Diaz. Stephanie Reyes. Maria Victoria Fajardo. Nicholas Velez. Yariel Aracena. Yao Ming Lee. Christopher C. Schneid. John William Mernitz. Joshua Taylor. Catherine J. Bulger. Malike A. Chimsak. Alex Medola. Thank you, Professor. Will Professor Carl Lippo please join us to acknowledge the candidates from Environmental Studies? Duncan Alphonse Dietz. Nicholas Guy Cancro. Ian J. Hauser. Victoria Jacqueline Scalabrini. Natalie M. Henry. Kimberly A. Henry. Monica J. Benjowski. Haley Jacqueline Eggert. Ava Glasser. Shaylin Douglas Gergenti. Brooke Morgan Hildebrand. Darren Scott Ragland. John M. Toscano. Zachary T. Goldman. Alexander D. Bryan. Cole W. Regan. Andrew Thomas Hawkins. Omar Frank Bennett. Cruz Alberto Torres II. Rachel Elizabeth Oltmer. Jessica Morgan Place. Courtney P. Fitzgerald. Maria Jose Molina Mera. Ayesa May Quinanola Osan. Jonathan Egloff. Sarah Elizabeth Pender. Matthew Kreitman. Daryl Marissa Angel. Deanna Ray Amoriello. Sarah M. Martin. Eileen Hay. Andrea M. Ross. Allison Noel Romer. Natalia N. Romanzo. Maggie M. Novitsky. Jacob Arizona Cross. Grant Maxwell Ergood. Nicole Raquel Marlowe. Margaret R. Collins. Erica M. Yamazaki. Nathaniel M. Howe. Molly E. Berkowitz. Anna S. Bailey Doyle. Mac Antonio Conan. Isaac Z. Auslander. McKenna C. Hage. Emily J. Lee. Abigail A. Leland. Jeffrey Nathan. Christopher V. Johnston. Brent Edward Caveller. John Francis Russo. Corinne Bo Caroline Fisher. Aaron Chi Muck. Rachel Lauren Weisbrot. Noah L. Solwin. Ryan M. Brantigan. George Fabricatore. Chloe DeJohn. Catherine Ruiz. Wyatt J. Parker. Emma Rulli Lalonde. Christy Liu. Thank you, Professor. Would Professor Elizabeth Castine please join us to recognize the candidates in history? Liam T. Burke. Kenneth George Sattler. Shayna Ann Meehan. Stephen J. DiNardo. William Cusack. Peter Michael Corrigan, Jr. Andrew A. Gazal. Constantine James Marcotis. Andrea Esposito. John P. Young. Kevin Gerard Lenahan, Jr. Noah Dmitry Dardaris. David R. Brickman. Derek V. Klimek. Jesse Aaron Cherkis. Joseph L. Del Vicario, Jr. Jack Lambert Strasser. Kayla Grace McLaughlin. Haley Milligan. Nathan T. Kruth. Alonzo L. Neptune. Matthew Jones. Evan J. Stupik. Sean Joseph D. Benjamin Isaac Schaffner. Terilyn Andrishak. Denisa Salamovich. Madeline Jane Schultz. Dylan G. Marashaj. Samuel Andrew Ditchick. Amy R. Donovan. Sung Hae Young. Liam J. Rodden. Michael Flocari. Michael Matthew West. Henry Mehmet Gullergun. Giselle Jessica Parabu. Veronica A. Acevedo. Brian Kenneth Garcia. Sarah Beth Vogler. Kristen Marie Pizzuto. Caitlin Kelly Delagar. Constantina Leotis. Edmund Kai Sing Loy. Michael P. Cheevers. Giuseppe A. Vanoni. Daniel A. Robertson. Peter J. Pavata. Louis A. Montan. Brianna Nicole Langet. Christopher Robert Mistretta Jr. Lucas Rios dos Santos. Sabrina Nicole Jorge. Abigail Rose Wood. Oshila Rajinda Bopiarachi. Matthew S. Silverman. Savoy M. Curry. Annie Bangyev. Dana N. Ansons. Catherine Marina Waldman. Thank you, Professor. Would Professor Monica Mehta join us from the English Department to recognize your majors? Michaela May Guida. Melanie Rachel Messinger. Eric Richard Germain. Nicholas Parker Castelli. Sarah Jean Walsh. L.T.E. Bryan. Brian P. Negi. Courtney Marie Roman. Brian S. Walsh. Michael M. Blood de Gonzalez. Nicholas Joseph Galante. Ramona Sky Rosenthal. Christine M. DeRosa. Brian John Mezzaros. Catherine May Fusigna. Rebecca Silverman. Julia Carmel. William T. Livingston. Alisa Divya Darson. Danielle Marie Farnham. Catherine E. Coleman. Olivia A. Raiola. Elizabeth Bell Meredith. Richard Brian Connolly. Bailey Rose Abernethy. Keita Morick. Joshua Burson. Jacob Wirschba. Michael Gilfillan. Michaela Michelle Torrey. Emma F. Shanley. Andrew Evan Rabinowitz. Jordan Glenn Gozinski. Samantha Grace Berg. Paloma Thoen. Erin Ann McLaughlin. Courtney Page Bologna. Jeffrey Yan. Olivia Berger. Emily Sarah Kaufman. Bridget Marie McCusker. Lindsay Paris. Jessica R. Senzer. Alexandra Leah Baker. Emily Rachel Furman. Marie Mae Griswold. Griffin James Conan. Tara Ann Gordon. Kaya F. Gallup. Connor R. McKnight. Kristen Marie Schmidt. Jacob Maxwell Levine. James Timothy Twisty. Sarah Taylor Milano. Michaela Simone Itkin Weinstein. Michelle Zaroff. Julie Eckstein. Hannah Abrams. Thomas W. Russo. Diamond Kino. Jesse Donker. Jessica B. Ramos. Danielle E. Sheridan. Molly Marie Hatch. Rachel Moynihan. Stephen Elio. Amanda F. Camisso. Nicolette Sather. Emma Catherine Fishbein. Nikki A. Carusa. Melissa B. Chalewa. Thomas Block. Nathan Budashevitz. Ayana Natanya McCarden. Alana Mora Riley. Rizwana Zaper. Chloe Talia Guedalia. Andrew Christopher Ditzenza. Palmer Neil Perkins. Christopher Don Spencer. Nicole M. Vanderoff. Emily Kanarek. Chanel V. Channer. Nicole Taylor Sciortino. Veronica Stanich. Caleb Jeffrey Liam Stewart. Everson Jordan Davis. Megan R. McCarthy. Jessica Symmetric. Morgan Rose Harrington. Patrick Joseph Miraglia. Lara Elizabeth Lund. Emily Ravinsky. Shay Joseph. Valeria Rivera. Dasha Kaufman. Jessica H. Fenigstein. Roman Casper Waldfish. Robert S. Mariottini. Luke Ingardia. Michael L. Lieberman. Daniel J. Arnold. Aitiana Ivy. Chris Cleary. Darby Brooke Sinnell. Elijah Michael Fremont. Aylin Gonzalez Stefani. Elinas Marizan Antonio. Kevin John Topolovich. Michael Trace Rindress. Sydney E. Valapoldi. Brendan Joseph Tower. Manran Sun. Xin Yue Wang. Jinyi Li. Hao Ran Ji. Tian Chang Gao. Meng Tong Shao. Sarah Genevieve Sherman. Hei-Yun Lee. Erica L. Prush. Eunice H. Kim. Raymond P. Page. Deanna M. Shiverik. Coley Page Asenrao. Brianna Therese Maron. Amina Abdelaziz. Ryan Thomas Madigan. Yi Fang Chen. Daniel Kim. Jennifer Kim. Warren Zhang. Selena Ashley Chin. Andrea E. Papp. Kevin Zhang. Dong Wook Yoon. Yigong Liu. Han Zhang. Thank you, Professor. Would Professor Christopher Bishop from Integrative Neuroscience please join us to recognize your majors? Simone Nasruddin. Thomas Joseph O'Connell. Rebecca Kindler. Asher C. Smith. Elijah M. Reed. Andrew D. Pettentreger. Kayla G. Torres. Cassandra G. Abrams. Danielle Victoria Berry. Jonathan Gabriel Shiloah. Stacia Syed. Austin Scott Goldsamt. Salma Juarez. Victoria Rosen. Michelle S. Toker. Priyanka Thiramurti. Sarah Josephine Riggin. Erin Cheryl Schultz. Kiara Jade Patterson. Chukwunonso Okoli. Ifeoluwa Shula. Michael Raber. Peter Haken Kalionku. Thomas Matthew Indelicato. Adam Ethan Skandariato. Jacob B. Kalmanovich. Ron Livshitz. Ali Z. Kidwai. Alexis Lederman. Sophia Alexia Clark. Matthew Eric Schumann. Nicholas Joseph Fantanza. Aaron Sue Cannon. Elizabeth Ashamaloff. Connie G. Maurizio. Sophia Mrazik. Shivam Kirti Patel. Catherine Veneer. Ryan Christopher Lupia. Rebecca O'Connell. Alexa S. Bromberg. Marissa B. Needle. Jared Rocco Martustiello. Morgan Grace Mangianolo. Deanna Marie Casino. Kristen M. Deacon. Kristen A. Lang. Monica J. Patel. Caitlin Marie Winks. Shayna G. Pahel. Tarini Malakarishmi Gara. Hefziba Yohunan. Minty Ann Thomas. Samira B. Shaikh. Tiara J. Roy. Josephina Lumage. Elias Pablo Chaikin. Adam Mitchell Weinstein. Russell James Correa Aguilar. Brooke Credden. Farah B. Margolin. Kurt Nicholas Lanning. Kyle Stephen Vella. Allison J. Boyle. Skylar Ann Honeyco. Catherine H. Hagan. Emma N. Renzi. Kelly Sisson. Austin Peñate. Alexander Longo. Robert Tyler Steinberg. Ryan F. Dragota. Thomas J. Oliveri. Nicholas J. Miller. Aaron Renee Equinozzi. Caroline M. Christie. Kevin Thomas Charland. Zach T. Pogrub. Juliana Elizabeth Russo. Nicole Elizabeth Vigliotti. Scott M. Landman. Bradley John Chatterton. Caitlin Marie Martins. Joshua Cherry. Emily Lindsay. Ashley Elizabeth Kane. Brian I. Levine. Arib Ali Khan. Hannah Elizabeth Rue. Kevin H. Moore. Alexis Ray Knissel. Nurit Heberman. Lindsay Brooke Chan. Albina Kozlova. Victoria Roselli. Jillian Lynn Mooney. Jamie M. Olson. Marta Boot. Sanjana Matthew. Jenny Yunji Pak. Joshua D. Shin. Katarina Rose Pointer. Taylor S. Goodman. Kajol V. Bal. Sasha Alexandra Phillips. Juan Antonio Guzman. Jamie L. Argento. Colin Ross Williams. Alexander Emerson Dindale. Andrew L. Goldblum. Jonah Sherman Marasso. Grace Kim. Tracy Chu. Cameron L. Gazvini. Jacqueline Seyong Yoon. Jordan J. Pouliot. Brian M. Mukute. Melanie Olga Mendoza Aguiar. Magena F. Joseph. Carolyn Hannah Saito. Shirley Reyes. Michael Coyle. Jessica Page Pinsker. Elizabeth C. Hurt. Dominique Elizabeth Morales. Eva Gerlach. Catherine Konangtor Alalaki. Rachel Emma Visser. Ana Marie Suarez. Sarah A. DeVries. Matthew Aaron Thomas. Jonas Levitt. Hung Kwak. Jenny Yoon Pak. Jan Ni Jiang. Jimmy Lin. Annie Lin. Ashley Alexandra Berlot. Kira Faye Polvinen. Julia Marie Powell. Juliana Morgan Flint. Milana Meistlis. Mallory G. Colella. Georgia Grace Bamford. Megan Elizabeth Empey. Julianne Humphrey. Morgan Page Racklin. Jessica E. Summer. Chris George Roditis. Jenna Brianne Smedis. Gabrielle Andrea Gutierrez. Chelsea Grace Breed. Andrew James Bremer. Yulia Rosenfeld. Valerie Schlimoff. Sarah Page Westcott. Anya E. Uberbacher. Rihanna C. Maitland. Amanda Lynn Yuen. Alejandra Cruz. Alexia Marie Sikorak. Claudia R. Miller. Rachel Anna Knaus. Tara Fahey. Gabriel Wolf. Jana Jean Todd. Joan Fu. Serena Ma. Bailey Dung. Kwame Nkrumah. Abigail Owusu Ansah. Miriam Olamide Dorosinmi. Theo A. Mason. Samantha Smith. Sierra O. Chung. Sheree M. Chester. Lizia Kinira Chapman. Mark Hamilton. Ruddy A. Ronquillo. Dudley A. Britton. Katie R. Narona. Emily Dowd. Ashley Saparzadeh. Jeffrey Edward Lopez. Jasmine Yanwodi. Soraya Hanif. Brett A. Apter. Nathan Daniel Morrow. Dimitri P. Sanchez. Elena S. Baruti. Audrey Lee. Tyler S. Higgins. Nathaniel R. Gerhardt. Juby Jacob. Sarah I. Gascott. Joshua Luis Minaya. James Stewart Stinson. Samantha J. Kupnapel. Zachary R. Walters. Arden Blake Caro. Elena Ianella. Nina Rose Kalinovich. Joseph D. Peters II. We'd like to recognize Shane Dennehy in absentia. Dylan Vincent DeMasi. Zachary Stephen Gorgon. Regan Faraday. Megan Emily Tomash. Shira Ashpashamaloff. Alexander M. Carpio. Vivian Pang. Marilyn La. Rebecca Verpeel. Chidima A. Madhu. Adina Fatima Ahmed. Jessica A. Neto. Maggie Louise Rubino. Sarah DeRup. Claudia Ariana Cardona. Elizabeth Gwyneth Severa. Annie Zhang. Hania Mahmood. Kelsey L. Bob. Nicole A. Madre. Monica Riskevich. Sydney Ann Ratukowski. Daniel Joseph Hecher. Emily Nguyen. John Glinsky.
Will all baccalaureate degree candidates please rise? President Stenger, I am honored to present to you these candidates for the baccalaureate degree by the university.
For those who have successfully completed all degree requirements by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York and the Board of Regents of the University of the State of New York, I confer on each of you the appropriate baccalaureate degree with all the rights and privileges accompanying it. On behalf of the Binghamton University community, I congratulate you on this well-earned accomplishment. As is customary upon conferral of the baccalaureate degree, you may now move the tassel on your cap from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, parents, partners, and friends, I present to you the Binghamton University Harpur College of Arts and Sciences class of 2019.
Everyone, please rise as you are able. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as we sing the Binghamton University alma mater. We invite everyone to join in singing the refrain and second verse. The lyrics may be found in the back cover of the commencement program.
In the rolling hills of Binghamton, 'neath ever-changing skies, where two gently flowing rivers meet, we form our cherished ties. Oh, Binghamton, we carry thee with us for all our time, and through us individually forever may you shine. Together we spend these years, united in our aim. Through our bold pursuit of excellence, we proudly bear your name. Oh, Binghamton, we carry thee with us for all our time, and through us individually forever may you shine. Forever may you shine.
The spring commencement proceedings of the State University of New York at Binghamton are now concluded. We kindly ask the audience to remain seated for the academic recessional. Once the academic recessional is completed, please exit as soon as you're able to allow the families of the next ceremony's graduates to enter.
May you.